Dear Pastor, we are so grateful that you're taking the time to hear how we want to come alongside you. The weight a pastor carries is heavy and you are underappreciated. We understand your overflowing plate and want to support you rather than burden you further as you minister and teach. Serious cultural issues affect many in our churches, and most pastors have had little to no training to address them. Those wounded by them are left in solitary confinement to figure them out alone. We have tools to address some of the most difficult of these. We hope you'll see the dire need to do so. Thanks again for watching. The weight of condemnation and uncertainty blurs the reality of hope. Whether it's about identity, sexuality, unwed pregnancy, or abortion, many Christians struggle with identity, sexuality, unwed pregnancy, or abortion. Why is that? The world's voice is so much louder than the church's voice. There are much more pleasant topics, of course, but our silence perpetuates these troubles. Isn't it offensive and political to talk about these subjects? It doesn't need to be, with a balance of truth and grace. What if the church calendar is already too full? Maybe your church paradigm needs some adjustment. Here's the deal. If we don't talk about these things, how else will people learn the truth with grace? Ezekiel 33 makes it clear. If we give warning of the danger of sin and people avoid it, no one gets harmed. If we give warning of the danger of sin and people sin anyway, God holds only them accountable. If we don't give warning of the danger of sin and people sin, God holds them and us accountable. But this isn't a problem in our church. 37% of evangelicals believe that gender is a matter of choice. 37% of Christian men look at porn several times a week. 50% of Christians say casual sex between unmarried consenting adults is acceptable. 54 to 70% of all abortions are done on professing Christians. During one church service, an average of 86 plus babies of Christians die by abortion in America, about 58 every hour. This all happens under the watch of every silent pastor. But those aren't real Christians. David lusted after a woman, committed adultery with her, and killed her husband to cover up his sin. Still can't believe this is a problem in my church. Your people won't talk about it till it's safe, until their pastor addresses it with grace. Talk to our women's pastor. All of these issues affect both men and women. They suffer in silence because of our silence. Both teens and adults, male and female, are at risk. It's a whole church problem. Can you honestly say, Pastor, that your institution, programs, building plan, and agenda for growing your church and increasing giving are a greater priority than shepherding those who are broken by gender confusion, sexual sin and abuse, unwed pregnancies, and abortion? They may not be bloodied and broken on the side of the road, but they are sitting in your pews or avoid the church altogether because there's no help for them there. What was God's intention for His church? Be shepherds of the church of God, which Jesus bought with His own blood. There is therefore now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus, for both pastors and congregants. But the damage and our accountability will continue till we address these subjects proactively and redemptively. We can either remain part of the problem or be the solution and become a certified safe church. Endorse your congregation to become empowered by truth, healed by grace, champions for life, and a safe haven. It's as simple as learning God's design, understanding mankind's perversion, and recognizing your church has a choice to make.